Most people think trust disappears after betrayal. They're wrong. Have you ever looked back at a relationship and wondered when everything started to change? Not when it ended. Not when someone walked away, but when the distance quietly began. Most people believe trust disappears after a betrayal, after a major mistake. It disappears through small moments that most people never notice. But trust often fades long before people leave. One of the earliest signs that trust is fading is surprisingly simple. People stop sharing the small things. The small things, not the important things. A funny story from work. A moment that made them smile. At first, these details seem insignificant. Most people barely notice when they disappear. But those small conversations often carry something much bigger. They create connection. They create familiarity. They create emotional safety. And when people stop sharing these parts of their lives, something begins to change. Not all at once, but little by little. Trust rarely disappears because of one big moment. More often, it fades when people no longer feel the need to share their world with you. And when that happens, the silence begins to grow. At first, trust does not disappear because of what people say. It disappears because of what they repeatedly fail to do. A promise does not lose its value the first time it is broken. Most people are willing to forgive mistakes. They understand that life can be unpredictable, that people get busy, that things do not always go according to plan. But trust pays attention to patterns, not excuses. Patterns, forgotten phone call, a missed commitment, a promise that sounds sincere but never becomes reality. Each one may seem small on its own, almost harmless, but over time to collect. And eventually, people stop listening to what you say. They start watching what you do, because actions reveal what words cannot. Dangerous moments in any relationship is not when people start arguing. It's when they stop talking about what's wrong. At first, disappointment is usually expressed. People complain. They explain how they feel. They try to be understood. Because deep down, they still believe something can change. But after enough disappointment, people become quieter. Something shifts. Not because the problem is solved. And when expectations disappear, but because they no longer expect to be heard, silence takes. Rarely disappears because of one major event. Moments when someone feels unheard. They slowly weaken through hundreds of small moments that seem unimportant at the time. Most relationships do not collapse because of a single mistake. Moments when someone feels alone even when they are not physically alone. Moments when someone feels forgotten. And because these moments are small, people often ignore them. Until one day, they realize the connection they once had no longer feels the same. Not because love vanished overnight, not because someone suddenly changed and understanding quietly replaced trust, but because distance quietly replaced